Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 5. It's been a little while since the last stream. Had a busy week last week, and so there were no streams. Busy with final bits of moving because I've recently moved, and then had a work do that I had to go to because it was my manager leaving, so felt like I probably had to go to that. And then I'm also actually starting a new job in a couple of weeks, so I'll probably end up having another leaving do at some point. Who knows when that's going to be. But yeah, it's been a busy week, but we're back and we do have a triple stream. We have 3 races this stream. I'm going to try and squeeze in a few more streams with 3 races in if I can, so we can catch up on the races we didn't get last week. So yeah, it's been busy, but we're back. So 3 races. First race we have is Marbula lap race by filter 62. And you can see the standings there. Azur currently leading, 152 points. Pretty decent lead currently. Yeah, I am pretty settled in. Just about everything set up. Been building a lot of stuff. Putting together a lot of like IKEA things, flat packs, all that fun stuff. But yeah, for the most part, everything is all good and sorted. So let's head over to the first track of the stream. So here we are. Marbula lap race. A new track for this season. A room dedicated to a giant marble track. No, I don't actually have any real life marble stuff. All my marbling is in the virtual world. It's a lot neater, a lot less to put away or to trip over. And a lot more tracks you can make. Less time. I say less time. You can spend just as much time making them on this than building a track in the real world. But yeah, we have this quite interesting, fairly small looking track just from the look of it. But before we do a quick tour of this very short track, predictions. So let's start prediction DNFs. 2 minutes to put those predictions in. And let's go around. So, bit of a zigzag. Yeah, bit of a zigzag. Words already going. It's not a good sign for first race of 3. A bit of a zigzag off the starting straight, then into a sweeping bend. A couple of small obstacles, nothing too complicated to avoid. We have a sweeping left to a right-hander that goes downhill. A couple more triangles you don't want to get stuck on. And then into a split section into these pipes. These will fire you out onto the next straight. And then a big sweeping bend all the way around underneath the road. The track opens up. Got some wavy bits of road. A very wavy track going down this bit up to quite a tall ladder. You know we like with our ladders. The less the better, but there is 2 ladders in this. There are a couple of ladders. That is the longest one. Into a sharp left-hander, another wobbly bit of track into a smaller ladder, and then a little curvy bend down to the straight. Who made the track? It was by filter 62. Had to double check what the number was at the end. Oh, and I've highlighted everything. There we go. Mortal enemy, yes. You have to watch out for those. Try and get no boy moments here on the ladders. But as the predictions are coming to an end, get everyone loaded in. Front row, we have Eggbot, Cheese, Snorker, and Demon on the back row. Shady, Superboss, Pescabird, and Stardust. 10 laps around this track. 10 potential opportunities to get stuck on the ladders. So we'll see how that goes. And the decision was made in the last stream around adding trails and effects to the marbles for subscribers on Twitch, and that is now in effect. So anyone that subscribes on Twitch, I've done some linking with Discord, and there are now 2 new chats that will become available in the Discord if you're a subscriber. One of which is just a sub-only chat for any discussions you may want as Twitch subs, aside from everything else. It's just there. And the other is the trail picker. So you can put in your choice of trail for your marble. Similar to how you pick a team, in a way, it locks in at the start of a season. It's open pretty much this season for anyone that subs during the season and picks one in there. I'll put it on for the next race, and it'll stay like that for the rest of the season. That'll be when it locks in. But for future ones, it'll be during the transition that you can change it, and then it'll lock in for the following season. But with that out of the way, let's get the countdown started. And they're off into the first bend, first set of bends, the zigzag. And it looks like Snorker is going to take an early lead here with Iceman just behind. She's falling back, getting a bit squashed through that section past the triangles. Alfonso getting caught up there with Pesky Bird. And up at the front, Moo with a good line. Snorker does have the option for a trail, but they haven't picked one yet. So, yes. Snorker technically can have one. And Snorker currently leading. So if they see this, get over to the Discord, go to the new section, and get yourself a trail. Look even more flashy while you're leading the pack. So we have Moo in second, Azzo in third, Iceman in fourth. We've got Superboss, got Boer, Wheat, and Cheese close together. Boer with a lot of speed there gets blocked out by Superboss, a massive hit. Stardust as well. Thankfully, we do have boosters to help people onto the ladder this time, so we should see less drama with people getting stuck. Bit of a pile up on the zigzag. Moo looking for a way past Snorker, but is struggling currently. Snorker playing very defensive, but they are at risk of getting gained by Azzo and Iceman. Good lines through there, threading the needle. Azzo opting to go for the other side with that clear space. See what happens as a head-on collision with Superboss. Might be tactical to gain a bit more speed. See the hydrate as well. Doing some rough play between Bwert and Demon, and we've lost an Alfonso. Alfonso is off the tracks. That's going to be F's in the chat for Alfonso on lap 2. Going onto the ladder. Jimmy and Pesky Bird trailing behind a little bit here. So Snorker trying to break away a bit up at the front. It's a good line onto the ladder. Moo and Iceman not too far behind. Eggbot with a big hit there is going to lose some time. Then back through the zigzag section. Big slowdown for Superboss. Might be a chance for Boer here, but not quite quick enough. See Jimmy and Pesky Bird further back fighting it out. Oh, a rough hit there for Snorker. Gets overtaken by Moo, and Snorker colliding with Iceman. Coming out, it's going to be close between the 3 of them. See a pile up there. Boer and Stardust all piling into the wall. Moo, Snorker, and Iceman grouping up. It looks like Iceman's got more speed onto the straight. Be just in front of Snorker going onto the ladder, so Snorker drops to 3rd. Shady currently with the fastest lap. in 5th, trying to get that extra point. Cheese and Eggbot will be side by side. And Peskybird trying to break away from Jimmy at the back. Now back up to the top of the ladder. And Moo is being hunted down by Iceman. That's a big hit on the next ladder for both Moo and Iceman, but Iceman recovering quicker. Moo's going to be joined by Snorker. They'll be side by side now. Superboss and Shady side by side. Bwert and Weep side by side. Still very competitive. And still anyone's race. Snorker going to the outside there. Moo with a bit of a slow line. Boy with a great line through there is going to get past Superboss, carrying quite a bit of speed. Going into the pipe. Azur's got a bit more speed. Azur might be able to get past Bwert as well as Superboss here. And they do. They make it work. And can they make it stick? They do. Bwert can't quite get the lunge on the inside. Try and get my words out. And Superboss just dropping a few positions. As we see Bwert and Fluids and Weep all side by side. So Iceman now leading, trying to pull away up at the front. Snorker, not a great entrance there. Really bad one for Shady. Eggbot with some trouble as well. Big hit by Peskybird, will now be joined by Jimmy. And Weep a bit slow there, getting caught up in that group. Superboss is going to make their way past. We're getting slowed down a bit. I think that was by Shady. So far, the only person we have lost is Alfonso. Definitely not jinxing this at all. And Moo is now chasing down Iceman. Azur's taken the fastest lap, currently in 4th. Clean onto the ladder, and was jumped up a few positions here. Now in 4th, Superboss side by side with Azur, fighting for 5th. And Peskybird and Jimmy still trailing behind a little bit. Starting to gain on Cheese. Heading on to the next ladder. Snorker with a big bounce. That's good news for Bwert and Superboss. They'll gain a position there. Now battling it out for 3rd place. Superboss with a better exit line. We are on lap 6. Bwert goes for the overtake, but a bit too aggressive, loses some speed. Superboss takes that position straight back. Shady giving Azur a little nudge, a little boost from the teammate there. It's worked out very well. Azur's going to gain 2 spots, cutting in front of Superboss. Superboss going on the inside, gets back in front of Azur. Bwer's going to tuck in behind. Fluids on the other side. Snorker joining back in with Shady just behind, and Eggbot, Weep, and Stardust. Up at the front, Moo making an absolute breakaway right now. And Peskybird has passed Demon. Demon's dropped a couple of places. And onto the ladder. Moo leading, Iceman in 2nd, Azur in 3rd, Superboss in 4th, Bwert in 5th, Fluids in 6th, Snorker 7th, Shady 8th, Eggbot 9th, Weep and Stardust tied for 10th. That's a big hit for Moo going to the next ladder, but they recover in time. Azur with a big hit, Iceman's going to come past Superboss, coming past, Bwert takes a bit of a hit, not too bad, quick recovery, also gets in front of Azur. And into the zigzags once again. It is still very close between everyone. Superbus going through the middle there. You see Fluids and Snorker opt for the opposite side to everyone else. There's a collision there between Fluids and Azur, really helping Azur out. Moving up to second, but slowing Fluids down a bit, losing some time. Fluids and Snorker battling it out. You see Cheese, Demon, Pescybird and Jimmy further back. Pescybird and Jimmy really gained on Cheese and Demon here. Demon has managed to reclaim a position. There's a bit of a battle of their own between them four further back. Demon and Pescybird. Pescybird does make the overtake, putting Demon back down into 15th. Into 14th, sorry. Jimmy in 15th. Ultraviolet's in shambles without you. It is looking that way. The fall. The great fall of the Ultraviolets. But things are looking good right now for Moo and Azur. Say that as Azur collides with one of the triangles. Moo with a good lead, just trying to hang on with a couple laps left to go. Azur still holding that fastest lap. It's overtaken by Bwer as well. And a collision there means it's going to be Superbus in second, Bwer in third, and Azur now in fourth. In terms of teams right now, Bulls of Steel looking quite good with a second, a fifth, and a ninth. Green Slushies, not so great. A fourth, a 10th, and a 16th. Icebreaker's not looking too great in this situation either. Eternal Darkness, very split with a first and a 14th. And then, of course, we have the solo carries as well, such as Superbus for Tutti Frutti. Currently holding third. And Weep for the Marble Minions, currently in 7th. Going past Iceman there to go up into 6th. Now, up at the top, Bwer's really closed the gap on Moo here. Might be waiting for a move on the final lap. Or maybe even this lap. Isn't going to make it around the outside. Is going to keep tailing behind, waiting for the right opportunity. There's some contact, a lot of contact there, but Bwer squeezes through, going up into first. But they'll have to hold it down for another lap. But that is a big move by Bwer late into this race. Azur in third, still holding that fastest lap. Superbus in fourth, Fluids in fifth, Weep in sixth, Iceman in seventh. Demon crashing into Pescybird there. Still a battle going on between those two. And Cheese has managed to get past Eggbot, so Cheese is up to 11th. Now on the ladder, that was an interesting exit. I'm not sure what happened there, but Moo got a big speed boost off the top of the ladder. Interesting strategy being played there. A big collision for Bwer is going to set them back quite a bit. A big time loss. Azur's going to collide as well. And that's going to really help Moo go into the final lap. I'm not sure how Alfonso went off either. It's a bit of an interesting spot to fall. Whether there's some foul play or just bad racing, who knows. So Moo's got a good lead on the final lap after that manoeuvre. It's going to be hard for Bwer to take that top spot again. But they need to focus on not losing time here and staying ahead of Superbus and Azur, because they're not far behind. So heading back out onto the straight toward the ladder, it looks like Moo had a good entrance. Bwer had a good entry as well. Everyone with good entries so far onto this ladder. So up at the top, Moo and Were both keeping it smooth, and Moo with a perfect entry. I think that's going to seal it. Very happy with second. It's big points. It is still big points. And that's what matters. And there we go, Moo taking the win on the first race of the stream. Were in second, Superboss in third. Azur's going to come across in fourth and still holding that fastest lap. Wheat in fifth, Iceman in sixth, Shady in seventh, Fluids in eighth, Snorker in ninth, Stardust in 10th, Cheese in 11th, Demon and Pesky still fighting it out across the line, 12th and 13th, Jimmy 14th, Eggbot managing to fall all the way down to 15th, and that leaves Alfonso down at the bottom to finish in 16th and the one DNF of the race. So as we speed things up a bit and head over to our winning marble cam. So congratulations to Moo on the win in this race, on Marbula lap race. It was a good race, very close to the end. Boy nearly took it, but interesting moves by Moo coming off the ladder just to pull it back where it was needed. That's going to be some big points. So just wait for the DNF timer to count down here. 60 seconds, as always, from the last person crossing the line. Sometimes it can feel like a very long 60 seconds. There we go. The one DNF, Alfonso. So let's complete the prediction, choose outcome. There we go, we did have prediction winner as well. I noticed things are a little bit quieter this first race of the stream. I've started the stream a bit earlier than normal to fit in the 3 races. So I was expecting it. I wasn't sure if it'd fit everyone's usual timings and schedules and stuff. But now I'm going to go and enter these results over on the leaderboard, and I'll be back in just a minute with the updated standings. Alright, the results have been entered, so let's head over to the standings. So, following that race, Azur's still holding on to that number 1 spot with 179 points. Moo closing in a bit now in second with 167. Fluids in third with 147. Were in fourth with 146. Snorker in fifth with 140. Superboss in sixth with 139. Shady in seventh with 121. Iceman in eighth with 120. Peskybird in ninth with 111. Eggbot in 10th with 110. And then we have Wheat, Cheese, Stardust, Alfonso, Jimmy, and Demon. So it's looking okay for the Bulls of Steel. Here we have Fluids and Boer third and fourth for the Bulls of Steel. Stardust struggling a little bit more, down in 13th currently. But in the team standings, it is tied up at the top. Green Slushies and Bulls of Steel, both with 131 points. The Snowballs in third with 128. Tutti Frutti in fourth with 127. And then we have Eternal Darkness, Grandmasters, Ultraviolets both tied, Marble Minions and Doge Balls tied, and then the Icebreakers currently last on the team standings. So it's all close on the team standings right now. And it's still fairly close on the normal standings, with a lot of races still to go, still plenty of chances to pick up points, so it's not over yet for those outside the top 10. But that is our first race. Marbula lap race done. Moo taking the win. And Azur looking quite strong. Fourth place in the fastest lap going into the next race. But that is going to do it for those watching on YouTube. This is the end of this video. But for those watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We do have a second race coming up. But for those on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next one.